here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. I've got blue lady. 41. Here we go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yellow! That's a long way! You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Kill, attack! Kill! Yellow! He's checking!
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
58, right over there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Going for it on 4th down. Allen looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have...
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Ravens of it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack there by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Come on, fans. At their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Come on, D. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen off the play fake. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Yeah, let's get sandwich. 44.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and 16. Working out of a shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little remaining until the half.